Just tweeted, if you put your baby daddy on child support, that the baby daddy now gets all of the income tax. What? Oh my God.
Okay, here we are, and here you are going viral basically on every platform. TikTok, Instagram. I heard you made it to World Star. You made it to a lot of these platforms. And why did you make it to these platforms? How did you make it to these platforms?
Me and my cousin was on the phone. We were just talking about our child support arrears that we both pay. We're off of child support, but we still paying arrears. And I was like, man, we ain't never get no income tax, and we got our kids all the time. It's just crazy. And it just sparked the idea in me to make a video about it. Just saying, oh my God, Trump just tweeted that if you're a baby daddy, you're paying child support, you're going to get your income tax. What? And that's all I said. Just being funny, not expecting it to blow up. But I knew something was up from TikTok because within maybe 30 minutes, I saw it already had 1,000 views. And if you know the algorithm on TikTok, and right now it's been slow, especially for my page, even including nays or whatever, so it don't really pick up. So I was like, oh, this might pick up a little bit. Not still thinking it's going to do major, but I was like, whatever. So I got off of it, did what I was doing for the day. Probably about a few hours later, I saw I was at like 20,000. So I was like, oh, not still thinking it's viral. I'm just thinking like, some people talking about it. Next day I wake up, it's like 200,000. So I was like, what? That's when I kind of knew, oh, this should do something. And I started telling a few friends, man, this is going to make the shade room. A week before it even made it. I knew it was because I started responding and looking at some of the comments. And when they first started, of course, the women hated me and all the guys were loving me, including the deadbeats. Like, yeah, it's about that time, da-da-da. But then I seen the experiment out of control and different narratives was being spent from it and people really was believing it. So I just said, man, let me go ahead and just put the attention back on me to let people know I don't want to create that, but also to spark conversations that were needed from parents. I've heard from women telling me how some baby dads they ain't heard from in years, had paid some child support and got caught up hoping they're going to get that back, but now the kid going to be eating and now the mom is getting her back paid. Or on behalf of the brothers that I truly believe should get a fair share of the income tax, because we do. If we're there for our kid and we're paying, why would the women be upset about that in the first place when we're doing the same thing you? So it sparked so many different ideas. And the main one it sparked, it showed how gullible we all can be. You notice I didn't say some people. I said we because I fell for it at times too. We can be gullible to say, hey, I heard this and just run with it without fact checking it. You know what I'm saying? Then now people attacking me like, somebody should smack you for doing this and doing that. Nah, somebody should smack you for just going with the wind. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying? So
wait, but hold on. How many views did that video get? I mean, I'm pretty sure. Like, when did this video was?
If I told them my Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok together, it's at about 20 million now.
Okay, so
I mean, like you said earlier
so
on some
TikTok,
platforms,
you have
Shannon
what?
Sharp and them talking about it. Pastors are talking about it. It's everywhere now.
So on TikTok, you have about what?
Conversation, and here we are now.
Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And please hit the notification bell so that you are made aware of each and every upload.